Ever cracked open a bottle of wine that just didn't taste like you remembered? Maybe the problem isn't the wine, it's how you're storing it. Whether you're searching for a fridge to support your after-dinner unwind, stock up for guests, or you're just obsessed with keeping your Pinot perfect, I've spent weeks diving into the world of wine coolers. I've read through spec sheets, tracked the real-life quirks, even nitpicked the tiny things that bug me so you can skip the buyer's remorse. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 top picks, counting down from good to absolutely game-changing. A 7. Antarctic Star 5899 Wine Cooler. So let's kick off with the Antarctic Star 5899. Look, I wanted to love this thing. Out of the box, it has this glossy black finish and that modern glass door vibe. Honestly, it looks like it belongs in a much pricier kitchen. When it comes to sheer value for the capacity, it's pretty hard to beat. You get solid storage for both wine and other drinks, LED lighting that makes your bottles look cinematic, and the adjustable temperature setting lets you tinker for that just right chill. But here's where the honeymoon ends. If you're sensitive to noise like me, say, you hate the hum that drowns out your favorite song while you cook, you're going to notice this fridge. Sometimes the compressor makes this relentless humming sound. It's not exactly a deal breaker, but you will catch yourself thinking, was it always this loud in here? And there were a couple of batches where the shelving felt wobbly. They'll hold bottles, but squeeze too many in, and suddenly you're playing wine Jenga every time you reach for a new bottle. One more thing, the temperature isn't precise enough for my taste. If you're living somewhere hot, the back row of bottles might not be quite as cold as you expect. So, bottom line, it's a stylish starter, but if you're really particular or a light sleeper, maybe keep watching. Number 6. EUHOMY WC-145. Next up is the EUHOMY WC-145. If you want something that's quick to chill and doesn't break the bank, here's your contender. The stainless front is pretty, and surprisingly, the unit stays cold even when the kitchen heats up. Actually, it's one of the few fridges I found that can hold its chill when the outside temps soar. I mean, I live somewhere where summer feels like standing in a pizza oven, and this fridge didn't flinch. Okay, real talk. The door finish is a mixed bag. I noticed the stainless could be, a little warped on a couple of units out of the box. Not a deal breaker, but considering how much you'll see that door, it bugged me more than it probably should. Also, although the interior fits bottles comfortably, really large bottles are a tight squeeze. What won me over was how fast it actually chills drinks. Some fridges need hours. This one was ready for happy hour before I'd even finished prepping cheese and crackers. And thankfully, it's quiet. Not library silent, but it doesn't compete for attention in your kitchen. Still, while the value's there, a few finishing touches feel a bit, rushed. If cosmetics matter, especially if this is front and center in your kitchen, keep that in mind. Number 5. Luztolent JC-79WS. Let me explain why Luztolent's JC-79WS starts stepping the game up. This fridge oozes premium. It's got a touchscreen, triple-layer glass for temperature control, and that slick blue LED that lights up your bottles like they're celebrities. Right away, what feels different is the weight and feel of the shelves. They're thick enough that I wasn't nervous stacking in my favorite Merlots side by side. The real kicker is this thing's ability to keep temperature dead on. I crammed it full for a party. Don't judge, it was a long week. And every bottle came out perfectly cooled. The touchscreen actually, works. The digital controls don't need a science degree to figure out, and you're not stuck jabbing at buttons to get your setting right. There's a sense of stability as you slide the shelves out too. They don't catch or rattle, and the door seals tightly enough that I never once felt that wave of chilly air you get from cheaper fridges. If you're a collector or just picky about your wine tasting right, you're gonna love how this holds temp through the night. Could it be a bit flashier? Sure, but the Luztolent quietly nails what matters. Reliable chill, great looks, and no fuss. Number 4. Yeego YEG-WD15-A. Jumping to Yeego's YEG-WD15-A, now we're talking about a fridge that doesn't just look sleek, it feels quietly luxurious. I tested the dual zones with both a big batch of whites and reds side by side, and no exaggeration, both kept their perfect temp for days. The hidden hinge reversible door is just, well, a perfect touch if you want it to blend into custom cabinetry or a tight corner. It's remarkably quiet, even sitting right next to it. The only time I remembered it was when I opened it for a bottle. The smart memory resets your temperature if there's a power cut. The carbon filters keep the air inside pure, yes, no stale smells, and the shelves are sturdy enough that you're never doing bottle balancing gymnastics. Honestly, whether you're showing off your collection or just like the confidence that your wine's always ready, this fridge is peace of mind. Installing under counter? It actually fits thanks to the front venting and compact footprint. If you want a perfect mix of function and polish, the Yeego belongs at the top of your list. 3. Phiestina PH-150B. Now, Phiestina's PH-150B is where things get interesting. This thing isn't just for wine. It's a combo fridge with a dedicated zone for wine bottles and another for cans or beers. If you're like me and host a lot, having beer in one compartment and wine at your ideal temp is just, well, life-changing 8. Forget swapping bottles in and out to suit your guests. The design is all about flexibility. You can use it as a built-in or freestanding, and both zones hold temp reliably. There's a UV-protected glass front to keep sunlight from messing with your collection, user-friendly digital controls, and handles that feel substantial, the sort you could open with one hand while carrying a cheese board with the other. I noticed it's impressively quiet, and the cooling zones reacted fast. A detail I appreciate, the racks aren't some afterthought, they slide smoothly, have just the right lip to keep bottles safe, but are simple to remove when you need to store bigger, non-standard sized items. For anyone who needs versatility or hosts gatherings, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better option at this price. 2. EUHOMY Brew DD04. We're down to a real star. The EUHOMY Brew DD04 is all about premium touches. 2 independent temperature zones, absolutely, each section chilling your reds and whites at their perfect numbers. Unlike some, both zones get cold fast, and the smart circulation system means no hot or cold spots. Every bottle gets the same love. During my testing, I noticed the setup was super simple, whether you wanted it as a built-in or showed it off freestanding. Here's where things feel special. It's genuinely quiet. The blue LED makes your collection look boutique, and there's a built-in memory function that kicks in after a power outage. If you've ever lost power and had to reset an appliance, you know how handy this is. 9. The only quibble? When you cram in lots of large bottles, the wine section can get a little crowded, but you can adjust the shelving. Even so, the overall build feels robust, and the safety lock keeps your stash safe from wandering hands. Oh, and did I mention, it requires almost zero maintenance? The auto defrost means you'll never have that "I should really thaw this out" headache. For this price, it really brings the luxury experience within reach. One, Califor CLF-WD15-A. And finally, the king of the hill, Califor's CLF-WD15-A. This isn't just a refrigerator, it's a showpiece, with space for up to 46 bottles, true dual-zone cooling, and shelves you can actually customize to fit that odd champagne bottle you bought on a whim. The dual-pane UV-resistant doors safeguard your wine, preserving flavors like a personal cellar. But what blew me away? The humidity control. Heavy-duty insulation keeps the air at the ideal level for long-term storage. No more cracked corks, no more shriveled labels. There's a pure confidence that comes from opening this fridge. The movement is smooth, nothing rattles, and every part feels solid. Even after weeks of use, the temp stayed on point. The air filtration worked like a charm. Seriously, no weird odors ever, and the reversible door gave me options for my awkward kitchen layout. I didn't just throw reds and whites in here. I even stashed some champagne after a big week, and it came out perfectly chilled. Ultimately, if you're ready to invest in a real upgrade, a fridge that looks stunning, performs even better, and genuinely takes loving care of every bottle, this is where your search ends. Culifor isn't cheap, but honestly, you taste the difference every time you pour a glass. Final thought, that's the rundown. Whether you're just getting started or looking to finally treat yourself, there's something on this list that'll fit your taste and your kitchen. Got questions? Drop them below. Let's find your perfect wine fridge together.